And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races here, presented by Fidelity First, live at Laurel Park. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fusel. The sun is out. It was beautiful weather here yesterday for a great day of wintertime racing at Laurel Park, and we have a great show for you today. Big day here for horse racing, big party today for the big game later on. We'll tell you all about that. You know what big game we're talking about, but how about Maryland racing in Laurel Park being the big game all over the place yesterday, as horses with local connections winning all the greatest stakes races yesterday. We'll start with the Holy Bull, the grade 2, I believe. Grade 2, grade 3? Grade 2. We'll go with the grade 2. All right, grade 2 Holy Bull down there at Gulfstream is Irish Warcry, trained by Grand Motion. We saw him win here at Laurel Park. 4-1, mild upset over your Breeders' Cup juvenile winner from last year, but Joel Rosario aboard. This was an impressive win for this horse trained by Grand Motion.
Yeah, settled a little bit better earlier than what he did in his prior race at Laurel, and he got the lead and just controlled things up front. You saw it took a little while to switch leads, but when he did, he had plenty left in the tank. Was bet down, as you talked about, second choice is Scratch, but you know, he really didn't surprise me at all. This is a good horse. The other day when he ran here against O'Dionysus, you saw him just kind of toying around. He waited a little bit, almost got him beat, but he has a lot of talent. Anytime he and Ella Reed, and these horses that go 10 and change as 2-year-olds here, you're running.
And yeah, Irish Warcry won a 2-year-old stake last fall here at Laurel Park, and probably has done a lot of his training at Fairhill Training Center here in Maryland, where Grand Motion's main operation is. He's probably been spent the winter down there at Florida getting ready for the Holy Bull. So Irish Warcry now on the scene, and you got to put him in your top 5, top 10 at least for your main Triple
top
Crown.
10, sure, absolutely.
So we'll see him next down there, probably in the next 3-year-old stake at Gulfstream. Let's take a look at the grade 3 Withers from Aqueduct yesterday. Is the Laurel Park based horse Ella Reeb. He won the James F. Lewis Stakes last fall here at Laurel Park. He trains here with Cal Lynch, who's based here at Laurel Park. What an impressive win. Nice ride again by Trevor McCarthy on Ella Reeb.
Yeah, a good ride. He did what he was supposed to do. His action definitely looked a little bit more comfortable, not as deep as the surface at Aqueduct yesterday, and moves away nicely. Question is going to be, Stan, just moving forward. You know, it's steady increments right now. You know, you don't want to put it all out there right now. You got to kind of wait and just steadily advance up towards, let's hope, towards the Derby or the Preakness, for that matter. They're both tactical horses. Are they able to come from a little bit further back if need be? Will they be able to overcome other adversity when they get further down the line? But talent-wise, they don't have to really take a backseat to too many horses right now.
And it'll be interesting to follow them along the Triple Crown path. And right now, you have to figure they're Kentucky Derby contenders with how well they're doing right now. But trainers Cal Lynch, Grand Motion, Top Horseman, they're smart. Do they go into the Derby in that traffic jam down there, or maybe they come here and try one of those easy layups in the win in your end races, the Federico Tessio. Yeah. And then there's one for the Black-Eyed Susan as well, a win in your end. The Tessio's a win in your end for the Preakness Stakes. So we hope we see him in the more truer horse race, the second jewel of the Triple Crown, hopefully in the Preakness. But if they make it down there to the big show, that big Preakness prep they have first Saturday in May at Churchill, we wish them luck down there as well. But Ella Reeb, Irish Warcry, making us look good here yesterday in Maryland. And also, let's not forget about the filly, the Michael Match trained filly, Takalita, in the grade 2 Forward Gal. What an awesome performance she did at a big price.
Yeah, she surprised me. I think Gabby picked her on top, so a
nice.
Great pick by her. Did not know how she was going to fare in that race. I thought she was definitely taking a step up, but she handled it nicely, sat off the pace, came wide, and a good determined run to get it done. So, yeah, Maryland connections, for the most part, showing very well over this weekend.
And that's 2 years in a row a Maryland horse has won the grade 2 Forward Gal. Last year it was the Maryland-bred Catherine Sophia in the Forward Gal, and now Takalita, she won the Smart Halo Stakes last fall here at Laurel Park for Michael Matz. So 3 graded stakes winners with local ties here to Laurel Park. Congratulations to all the connections of Takalita, Ella Reeb, and Irish Warcry yesterday. All right, big day out here this afternoon at Laurel Park. We have a little echo on the set. If our main man Damon can come on back down here. we're loud and clear down here. There's something happened. That's good. That's better.
That's our TV. It has some ghost in it, I think.
Maybe some squirrels turned up the volume there for a
They
second.
could've.
But we're going to turn up the volume later on this afternoon for our big party here, our touchdown at Laurel Park for the big game with Jailbreak Brewing Company, second floor of the clubhouse in that fabulous new sports bar with 93, count them one more time there, 93 high-definition televisions. The fun starts at 4 p.m. Game day buffet for $15. You're going to have all your football favorites made with Jailbreak beer. We're going to have the Van Dammit chicken wings, the beef sliders, Poor Righteous chili. Of course, we're going to have some all-beef hot dogs. My favorite, I think, Keith, is going to be the Old Bay and cheddar beer soft with the and cheddar beer sauce with the soft pretzel bites. So the fun begins at 4 p.m. for the game day buffet. Big party this afternoon.
Well, that should be good. I expect a nice turnout for that. And like I said yesterday, hopefully some newer faces come in, some friends, grab some other friends, bring them here, maybe taste a little bit of the racing action, a good lead-in to the Super Bowl.
Yep, absolutely. You made your picks yet?
I have not. Like I say, I'm rooting for Atlanta. I think it's going to, unfortunately, New England in about a 6-point game.
All right, we're going to have the
Under the
whole
total.
game. The whole game will be open at the sports bar for the whole game. Of course, we will be, and we'll have all the pregame activity up there all afternoon. We'll have the Sunday brunch going early today with live racing. Nice carryover in the Rainbow Pick Six. We'll have all the racing action up there at that sports bar, plus all the pregame all day long. Then the big party with Jailbreak Brewing Company starts at 4 p.m. You can't beat that deal. Game day buffet, all you can eat, $15, chicken wings, beef sliders, all the good stuff.
You go out to a bar and get an order of wings, it's $9 or $10.
Right, and a beer.
Somebody's going to put a hurting. I mean, if there's a couple people I know, if they walk in, they may be asked to leave after about a half an hour. Yeah, somebody's going to take a hit.
All right, well, our last race will go off about 4:30ish or something today. I'll be right up there at this party after that, watching the whole game. Hopefully some friends will come out and join me. Looking forward to a fun sports-filled day, horse racing and all your football action here at Laurel Park today. The Winter Sprint Fest. Talk about big days here in horse racing. That's 2 weeks from yesterday, Saturday, February 18th. We'll have $850,000 in stakes featuring the Grade 2 Barbara Fritchie and the Grade 3 General George. And what a race the General George is shaping up to be. Talking to President General Manager Sal Sinatra. By the way, you get a free Maryland Jockey Club travel tumbler as well when you come out here for the Sprint Fest Winter Carnival. But Sal Sinatra saying he's talked to some of the jockey agents. All the big guns are coming in here. All your top riders in the country are already making their plans to come here. So you know that's a true tell. That's a true telling tale that all the best horses are coming as well. If the best jockeys are coming. And how about our big-time upper-level allowance feature of the day yesterday? It was race 8 yesterday, won by the 2 Fury of the Northmen of the Norsemen. The 4 Proper Freud was second. Just Call Kenny, coming off a long layoff, was third. I have a good feeling some of these horses you might see in the Grade 3 General George.
Just Call Kenny took a lot of money. He was off of a pretty lengthy layoff, took a lot of early money. Broke through the gate pre-race, then settled off the pace, made a nice little run, a good little sneaky run in between horses late. Maybe a good setup moving forward.
Proper Freud for the David Jacobson barn. Also a Stall Walking Dude,
Yes,
big-time
Walking Dude.
Sprinter, aiming for the Grade 3 General George. So what a big day that'll be for the Sprint Fest Winter Carnival here at Laurel Park. Of course, the biggest day in the year, biggest 2 days of the year, Black-Eyed Susan. That'll be May 19th, and then the 142nd Preakness Stakes, Saturday, May 20th. Always the third Saturday in May for the second jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. Tickets on sale now. Go to Preakness.com for all your tickets and information. Get your tickets now. All the seats sold out last year for our favorite race of the Triple Crown for sure. So here's some carryovers for today. First race post time about an hour away, 12:30 for the opener. Rolling Super High 5 will start in race 1, a little shy of 400 in that carryover. We're almost to the $1,500 mark for that Rainbow Pick 6 starting in race 4, $1,479 in that Pick 6 carryover. It's very playable today, I think. And there won't, there'll probably be about, 2,500, maybe 3,000 new money bet into it. If you have all 6 winners, I think it's at that level right now. You have all 6 winners, I think you have a good shot of taking it down and instead of sharing it with anybody else. All right, so let's get right to it here in the opener. Race 1 starts the rolling Super High Five. It's a low 15% takeout for the Super High Fives here at Laurel Park. Every race with 7 or more betting entries. Also, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Both pick 5s at Laurel Park. Your best bet, there's a Super High Five. Low 15% takeout. $377 carryover for the Super High Five. Both of the pick 5s, the early and late, industry low 12% takeout. No carryover in the late pick 5 today. The early pick 5 is always a mandatory payout, so get your tickets ready there for the early pick 5. Let's take a look here at the opener. We're going a flat mile for filly and mares 4 and up. Never won 4 lifetime, claiming 5,000. I'm going to go with a price play here in the opener. I had my best bet of the day win the opener yesterday at 4-5. Let's see if I can get a 6-1 shot home here in today's opener from the powerful Scott Lake Barn. Julian Pimentel's aboard this 4-year-old filly. What if I was willing? She's won her last 2 races in a row. Let's take a look here. Video spotlight of her last win here at Laurel Park. There she is out there in the middle of the track, coming about 3-4 wide, turning for home on January 16th, going a mile. That's the same distance as the first race today. That was on a good racetrack. We'll get a fast racetrack today. She won on a fast racetrack 2 back, but this was a very impressive, determined stretch drive with Pimentel aboard. Pimentel back aboard today. I like What If I Was Willing at 6-1 to make it 3 in a row here for the Scott Lake Barn.
Yeah, showed the ability, Stan, to come from a little bit further off the pace. Is another badge who we're going to see in here today. Really opened up a lengthy lead. A nice rating job by Pimentel. A well-timed ride. She was able to kind of steadily advance, get a little bit maybe a weary leg, a little drift in and out, but held on well. She obviously shown she likes this one-turn mile at Laurel Park.
All right, so that's going to be my top pick here in the opener. The 4, your top pick, I respect to have in the top 3, Carolina Dreams here from the Marcus Zuleta barn, who's a 27% winning outfit back in 2016.
Yeah, Carolina Dreams, the 4 and the 2 Enigma, they're going to be the 2 horses to beat. I mean, they both are taking a little bit of a drop. Enigma, the 2 horses dropping out of open company. I think they have a little bit legitimate better staying power than the rest of the field. I think they've run against keyer horses. When you really match things up, they'll settle about mid-pack, as I do think another badge will go ahead and go to the lead with maybe Silly Face forcing the issue, the 3 horse. But Carolina Dreams and Enigma, I think they just have faced it better. Get hot, stay hot. I like the way she finished up last time behind your key horse. I Just Want to Win, your best bet yesterday. She's stretching out top and bottom, looks a little bit more sprint happy. We'll need a perfectly timed ride. I don't know if she's going to grind it out through the stretch with a couple of these other types, but I'm certainly not going to leave out, in the exactas just because of the way the barn has been going. I think she could. You might be able to fool this filly or this mare one time going out to a mile.
Yeah, Schoenthal red hot, and you get Carlos Quinones aboard. Had a nice win Friday here at Laurel Park. Let's turn the page here. Early pick 4 starts here in race 2. 3 pick 4s this afternoon, starting races 2, 4, and 6. I know you like the early pick 4 today here, starting in the second. Let's take a look here at Keith's early pick 4 ticket.
Yeah, I think I bump it up a little bit, $45. I mean, we've been ice cold on one of these. It's been tough sledding. We haven't invested a lot. We'll take a shot today. We're going to spread like crazy in the first 2 legs. 6 deep by 5 deep there, 3 deep in race number 4. Singling in the last leg, number 5, Scarlet's Image for trainer Ollie Figgins and jockey Jose Montano. Looks like a race loaded with horses that want the front. She looks like the only legitimate closer in the race. I think it's going to maybe fall into her lap. First 3 legs, extremely wide open. You've got to spread. Not much, splitting a bunch of these horses in races 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I like your ticket. It's an affordable $45 play. You have good coverage in the first 3 legs in race 5. I like your key horse there. You're going with a 40% winning outfit right now. Ollie Figgins barn, 4 wins from 10 starters to start the new year, so he's red hot. I like that filly in the 5th race. Let's take a look here at the second. We're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000. Never won 4 lifetime, 4 filly and mares, and I'll go with the 6, Darielle on top from the Scott Lake barn. See if I can get a Scott Lake early daily double for me here this afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday. You get the 7-pound apprentice Jomar Torres aboard, and Lake claimed this horse 2 back for 10,000. Waited some time, ran back for 7,500. That didn't go too well. Yeah, she's been the beaten favorite the last 2 races, but this is why Scott Lake's won over 5,700 races. He's wasted no time finding a nice, soft, comfy spot here for the nickel. So I'll go with Lake on top here with the apprentice Torres aboard.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time. I think he was, maybe not completely, happy with what he got. You know, down to 75, down on the nickel. Little excuse last time, was under a hustling ride though throughout. Really couldn't make any kind of impact. The better field. Wildcat Gaze to her outside, number 7, has some speed. Those two, I think, are going to go out and set a pretty quick pace. They just scare me here on these little bit of a drops. I think if any of the two horses drop, I like the 7 a little bit better. I think she might be a little bit more tactical, so just off of it. I like a little price here. The 2, Sally Palakai, scratch yesterday, was jumping in condition yesterday, back in the correct condition today. 5.5 might be a shade too short. Tossed the last, she was bumped, pinched, steadied at the break. Her 3-back try at 7, I like that little pop move midway on the turn. I think if she can use something like that, she's going to have enough targets to run at. Sally Palakai, get away with a decent price as well.
Well, you get Victor Carrasco. I might have overlooked her a little bit. You get Carrasco at a nice price. Carrasco had a nice winner yesterday, and he's been it's a little cold for his standards starting off this year, but just a matter of time. He's one of our top 3 riders. Just a matter of time before Carrasco starts winning them in bunches. So you get a nice 8-1 price there on Keith's top pick. We both like the 3, Honeymoon Spring from the Showenthal barn. You know, the beaten favored last time, first start for Showenthal. Maybe they figured out something since then. She had a kind of a tough trip in between horses last time. Yeah, so
not real comfortable, Stan. She kind of broke okay, moved up to the pace, then was kind of a little bit tentative in between horses mid-turn, but stayed on okay. She looks to me like, you know, she could either go or sit back. You know, she's a tricky horse to figure, but with that speed to the outside, I think you're going to see this horse maybe just take back off the outside horses and try to make that middle move like she did last time out.
All right, so you're covered here in this, or you're 5-6 deep
yeah,
here
we're going
in this
all over the
race.
place.
So
the 4 up all night wins. That's it. You'll see me walking out the building.
I like it. I like it.
No
So
Super Bowl for me.
try to get a price there in race 2 to kick off Keith's early pick 4 ticket. Let's turn the page. Maiden 10 for 4-year-olds and upward, claiming 10,000, going 6 furlongs. You know, sometimes these maiden 10s come up a little soft, but don't knock them too much, because on yesterday's card, we had a 3 other than allowance race, a couple other nice starter allowance races. Guess what the second biggest handle of the day was yesterday? Was in the last race with a soft bunch of maiden 10s. They bet over 310,000. So you get some big pools here in these races. So let's take a look at race 3, going 6 furlongs for maiden 10. 4 and up. I'll go with the 7 on top. A Haviland Man. You get the hard ride and Laura Lee Glazier aboard for Annette Eubanks. She's been right there at this level the last 3 starts. A good second for maiden, 16 last time, dropping back down to 10 today.
Stretching back out, gets an extra 16th of a mile. Was down inside of some other speeds last time, which kind of forced the hand of the rider to maybe ease back. Once this horse got to the outside, finished with good energy. A good number, 2 races back. That 51 buyer puts him right into the mix. I think Go Pit Go, the blinkers on, showed more speed last time. Will be tough in here for trainer Michelle Nevin. She's always done well with these lower level claimers. Zimbabwe will take a lot of play for Graham Motion and Trevor McCarthy. Look for that horse to rally from the back of the pack. The 2 Rock Harbor intrigues me a little bit. Didn't really run a step off the claim, but this trainer does so well, Phil Schoenthal, with turnbacks throughout the sprints, close to 40% with a positive ROI. Last time the horse sprinted, going back in July, did have an excuse. The rider lost its irons, had to be rushed up early. I expect a better run today. You know, Bourbon and Beer, Silver Star, I think they're a little bit better than what these other ones had faced. Give one more shot to Rock Harbor. If he doesn't run well today, then it could be.
Well, they're taking the blinkers off, so that's a change that could help. You're getting a nice light weight assignment with the 7-pound apprentice, Jen Miller, who's won a race for Phil Schoenthal. She's 1 for 1 for the barn. So you have 2 nice 8-1 shots on top here to kick off the early pick 4. I overlooked that one. We both like the 1 a little bit here. Go P to go. Victor Carrasco aboard for Michelle Nevin. Good second as the beaten favorite. I'm sorry, good third last time as the beaten favorite last out. They put the blinkers on for the first time last time. She figures tough here today. A tough inside post. Carrasco might have his hand forced a little early here.
Yeah. Well, you know, hopefully the horse comes out clean and will establish a little bit of early position. I do think the Haviland Man is going to be forward to his outside, so he'll have to make a call one way or the other heading towards the turn. I don't know if he wants to get engaged in a duel like he did last time. It took a little starch out of him for that final 1/8 of a mile.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the Rainbow Pick 6 carryover, almost 1,500 today. We have a very nice maiden special weight race in race 4 to kick it off. We'll start with that when we come back.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
Welcome back. We're live here at Laurel Park for today at the races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter. Keith Fusel, Rainbow Pick 6 carryover today. Almost 1,500 starts in race 4, which also kicks off the middle pick 4. And what a nice maiden special weight race this is for 3-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs. There's the carryover in that pick 6, $1,479. I have an affordable $54 play for the pick 6 starting in the 4th race. I'll go 5 deep here in race 4 using the 2, 3, 4, 5 in the 7. A bunch of nice, well-bred first-time starters in here. Then going 3 deep in races 5, 6, and 7. I'll go 2 deep in race 8, and then I'm going to key on my best bet of the day is a 6-to-1 shot in race 9 from the Robbie Bales barn. The barn doing well. The 5, Tis Unbeatable. A nice win last out at Laurel Park, going in the right direction. 6-to-1 with Bobby Delgado aboard. That's my best bet and key horse here for the pick 6 ticket. So if I'm live to race 9 and I get a 6-to-1 shot home as my single, might be a decent pick 6 here. Let's take a look at race 4. A bunch of well-bred first-time starters in here. I'm going to go with the 3 on top, 8-to-1 here on Le Weekend from the Timmy Keefe barn by Great Notion. That's one of my favorite young stallions here in Maryland out of a Magna graduate mare. The barn sneaky good with their debut runners. A nice positive ROI, over $3.60 from the Tim Keefe barn for first-time starters. Some decent works here at Laurel Park. You get a top rider, Fergal Lynch aboard.
Yeah, the weekend could be tough. I like the 2, Little Habit of Mine a little bit for Hammy Smith. He's been getting a lot of play with his first-time starters. His horse, 2-back work, 114 handle. He appeared like the horse worked with Tennessee Wildcat, who ran a good second.
Sure.
The boy for $40,000 yesterday. The mare, Tiger Cat Lily, 3 for 5, a stakes winner on the grass. Went back to the second dam, had speed. I expect a little bit of speed for the 2, Little Habit of Mine. I expect a lot of speed for the 4, Adios Annie. We're really going to go back and dig into the breeding. This horse will probably come down off of that 5-to-1, I would think. Morning line, it was a tough little race to line, but Adios Charlies are doing well, 24% with 3-year-olds on the dirt. Gary Capp, lifetime, 3-year-old firsters on the dirt, maiden special weight, he hits about 18%. But this mare burned brightly. Very quick in her own right, ran buyers up to the high 90s. 8 winners she's produced. Very precocious. These horses have won a lot of races, combined 22 for 86. Adios Annie, top and bottom, should be quick. Looks like, should be a runner on paper. Let's see what the action is on the board.
And the work tab looks pretty live. I see a couple of bullet workouts popping off the page here. Been working well right here at Laurel Park. So I like the 4. I'm using this filly in my pick 3. I pick her in my top 4. The 5, Tribal Transit, will take a lot of play at the money. Cal Lynch having a big weekend, winning the Withers yesterday with Ella Reeb. A good 3rd last out at this level. And then he gets his main man, Trevor McCarthy, aboard.
Well, kind of will experience help and give the advantage to maybe Tribal Transit with a horse like the 1 Jump In Nancy. We saw yesterday with Greek Prince, who galloped for Jerry and Georgia Androdakis on a little bit of a race.
Yep.
Was able to had that experience over a lot of those other rivals. So Greek Prince, that was a good win.
Big price there for Greek Prince yesterday. Let's turn the page. Nice maiden special weight there in the 4th to kick off the pick 6. Race 5 kicks off our late pick 5. No carryover today in the late pick 5, but as always, we have that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5. Your best bet here at Laurel Park. Both of the pick 5s. Race 5s, the claiming 10,000, never won 2 lifetime. 4 filly mares, 4 and up, going 6 furlongs, and I'll go with the 7 on top, Sophia Town from the Kieran McGee barn. Jen Miller, the 7-pound apprentice aboard. She was aboard last time, a good second at this level at 8-to-1. She just missed by a neck. Right back in here. That was for a nickel, stepping up here to the 10,000 2-life condition today. A little bit step up in the claiming price, but same condition. So,
and Bailey's Island came back to run a pretty good closing, 2nd or 3rd the other day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. So it comes out of a key race. Has a lot of speed to her inside, but it showed. You see the short comment, improved stamina last time. Will she be able to go right to the front, or will she sit just off of it? I think she's going to have the lead in the stretch. I think Scarlett's Image might go ahead and wear her down late stand. Gets the right kind of setup. You said the barn's going well, 40% right now, early in the year. A good run last time, sat off a slower pace, was able to go. I think this quicker pace is even going to enhance that run this afternoon.
All right, 7-5, 5-7 all day long, hopefully there in race 5 to kick off the late pick 5. Race 6 starts your late pick 4 of the afternoon. We've seen the past couple days the handle really taking a bump with the second half of the card, and you have to imagine there'll be some big sports bettors paying attention to all the action later on this afternoon. So hopefully they're paying attention to our late pick 4. You hit the late pick 4 here if you're a premier player, and if you're not, why not? Go to Guest Services and sign up. It's free. You hit the late pick 4, and if you're a premier player, you'll get an extra 2,000 bonus points in your premier player account. So go to Guest Services and sign up for that. And we have a video spotlight here of the one Mac North here in race 6, coming out of that January 8th race here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, January 8th race that we saw visual effect, third place finisher come back to win stand. Mac North will roll it here, has the rail on January the 8th. A stumble there at the brake, spotting the field a good 2.5 lengths. We're going to show this again right down to its knees. Tough to recover from that. January 8th, track that day, pretty speed favoring for the most part. Rail was okay. Makes a nice little run into the contention about the 3/8 to mid-turn. And this horse battles to the outside. You've got Hennessy Fire going to a short lead. Slick Williams going to challenge in between horses. Legends Hopes eventually comes to get the win. But Mac North stayed on pretty well, held on willingly to the 8th pole. A little turn back in distance should help his chances. But he's going to need a sharp break. He could send against this field with a good break, possibly go wire to wire though. He's going to be forward a long way.
And you have the New York shipper here from the Gary Gallo barn on top with Trevor McCarthy. I respect the connections. Big drop from Aqueduct. The drop kind of scared me away here on this horse.
Yeah, I'm just kind of moving on that outside to inside angle with a little bit of a drop in class, attracting McCarthy. You see those outside posts, 10 post, 8 post, 7 post, did not like it at all. The couple tries when he was down inside, he did well. He's going to need to show a little bit more speed than what he showed the whole position. I think this drop maybe gets him over the top.
All right, nice nickel 2 life there for race 6 to kick off that late pick 4. Another nice maiden special weight race in race 7 to start the final pick 3 of the afternoon. We're going 7 furlongs for the filly mares 4 and up here in race 7. We have a video spotlight here from the 4 Tricky Escape, who's going to be your heavy 6-5 favored from the Lynn Ashby barn. Here's her race from January 7th at Laurel.
Yeah, a really good run debut December 23rd, and then we're coming back here January the 7th. A little slower pace, a little stretch out to 7. Tricky Escape allowed to stay a little bit closer. You see there, bet down to 3-2 in the yellow silks, gets the lead, a short lead leaving the 8th pole, but there's a firster on the outside from Grand Motion by the name of Diamond Ring, who's just relentless under Trevor under that left-handed whip. But Tricky Escape still trying very hard, just gets beat in the shadow of the wire. This horse is fine. 7 furlongs, good distance. There's a little bit of speed to run out, the experience in the figures. Looks like this horse going to be short price. Should get it done, third career start.
And Lynn Ashby does a nice job with her young horses. I picked this filly second. She's the horse to beat.
Yep.
I'll go with the 1 Indian Pain on top. I'm not crazy at all about the 1 hole from going 7 furlongs, but you get top rider Fergal Inch aboard for Kelly Rubley. A good second in debut for this 4-year-old daughter of Uncle Mo. That was when she was in a different barn last November as a 3-year-old down in Churchill. First start today for Kelly Rubley. The horse has been working well up at Fair Hill, including a bullet half-mile drill January 21st up there at Fair Hill. So I'll go with a little bit of a price maybe to pull up. Well, 7-2. I'll pull off the mild upset here in the 7th.
Definitely think this horse is going to take some play off of the Churchill effort. A good, pretty sustained run, which is it's a little bit tough to do sometimes at Churchill. This horse finished up well. Decent number, 53, puts it in the mix. Double Sharp, the 2 horse, I think is going to be the one to catch though. Will set sail. Has a little bit of an early pace advantage, I think, against the rest of this field. I kind of see it as a lineup. Double Sharp goes to the front. Tricky Escape stalks and pounces.
All right, couple nice maiden special weight races today. Races 4 and 7. Very excited to see them. Let's take a look at the 8th to kick off the late daily double. Everybody, let's see, this race goes off at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So the big touchdown party with Jailbreak Brewing Company be rolling up there at the second floor of the clubhouse at the sports barn. So we might have a big pull here. And the late.
A couple football degenerates up there who like to hammer in those 4 to 5 football bats. Come out and put it into this late daily doubles.
I like
it.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going a flat mile for Philly Amaris, claiming 10,000, never won 3 lifetime, and we both like the 6-2-2-6 here. I'll go with the 6 on top. Knight Madam, Forrest Boyce aboard for Gary Contessa, and this is another New York dropper, New York shipper dropping from a little higher level up there at Aqueduct. She's been running okay against 14,000, 3 life. Little drop here for Gary Contessa, who does pretty well with the shippers coming down to Laurel.
Yeah, a drop in class, and simply the kind of the horses in today's first race, the 2 favorites. Maybe just has the staying power. She doesn't really have any kind of legitimate big move, but just able to grind out a win. Rhapsody in Red, usually you see these Charlestown horses going to a 1-turn mile at Laurel. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Tried Laurel back in August in the summertime, going 3/4 of a mile, showed good speed, faded late. But man, it comes out of, believe it, it's just tougher races. Perplexity, 2 races back at Charlestown, is a 10-time winner. 3rd place finisher, who she beat, Romantic Cork, 2 starts prior, was 2nd in a West Virginia bred stakes. If this mare can kind of go ahead and get out there and relax, could go a long way, but I do fear the 6, the horse coming down from New York, Knight Madam.
All right, I like it. 6-2-2-6, exact the box. Hopefully there in race 8 to kick off the late double. Let's look at the finale here. Claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Never won 3 lifetime, going 6 furlongs. Can I get my 6-1 best bet home here? Let's take a look here. We have a video spotlight of the 5. Tiz Unbeatable. This was Tiz Unbeatable's win here at Laurel Park on January 21st against Nickel 2 Life Company. Bobby Delgado came wide in between horses, gets up for a good-looking win here. This was the 2nd start for the new barn trainer, Robbie Bales, who so far this year at Laurel Park, 5 for 8 in the money with 2 winners. This is a 4-year-old colt by Tiz Wonderful going in the right direction. Steps up here a level to the 3 Life Nickel Company. I like the 5. Tiz Unbeatable, my best bet of the day today.
Yeah, Interfire was 2nd in the race. You can see that horse earlier as a user. Ran well against a grade of the track on January 21st, but Tiz Unbeatable. A little slower pace, was able to stay close that day, but I liked how he kind of repelled the outside challenge of I'm King and just kind of kicked away late. A good final 1/4 of a mile. You know, legitimate, going to get that with that slower early pace, but
Yep.
Tiz Unbeatable has every right to move up. Again, 3rd time for the barn for trainer Robbie Bales. I like Patrick Roxon here. I think to turn back in distance. He's going to make a nice run from off the pace. That's the 6 horse, Patrick Roxon. The 9 Unbridled Hero. Looks like an all or nothing sort for Cal Lynch, taking a drop in class. He's done okay with these kind of horses, about 27% on a 50% drop or more. Set sail from the outside. Couldn't quite go with Crimson Secret last time out into the turn. Crimson Secret. It's pretty quick early. I think he should be able to get clear on this lead. Maybe he gets brave today, and Trevor can take him pretty much wire to wire.
Yeah, it could be. Well, it already is
Looks all or
a
nothing.
very big weekend for trainer Cal Lynch and Trevor McCarthy. They won the Withers yesterday with Ella Reeve. They're live with a horse earlier today, and they might win the finale here today, Cal Lynch and Trevor McCarthy. You know the Irishman, Cal Lynch, he'll be up there at that 2nd floor sports bar watching the big game party up there with Jailbreak Brewing Company. So we look forward to seeing Cal Lynch up there, and we hope to see you up there as well. I'll be up there after the races today. Great sports day, great day of horse racing. The sun's out. We're going to have another beautiful winter day like we did here yesterday at Laurel Park. Dave Robin coming up next. We'll have today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.